Linnell, and we're so thankful to talk to you tonight. So, Linnell, I met you a few months ago, and tell us a little bit about what your life was like before you found the patches, how you found the patches. I think you've been on them for a couple months now, and now what's happened to your life since you've been on the patches.
Okay, well, prior to finding out about the patches, I was very weak, very lethargic, in pain every day, all night, in my joints, and especially in my legs. And I was getting to the point, it was very difficult for me to walk. And I was on a crutch. And I was getting to the point where I felt like if something was not going to happen positive for me, I would not be walking. So these thoughts were coming to my head, and I was having visions of wheelchairs and all that kind of thing, and I was rejecting that in my mind. So something positive happened, and my friend Melva told me, and I don't think she knew how badly I was suffering, but she told me about the life badge. And she kept insisting, you got to hear about this, got to know about it. And she invited me to a meeting, which you were conducting that meeting, actually. And I think you can attest how poorly I was getting along at that point. And since then, since I have used the patches, and I'm going to say it was overnight, and this is actually true, within 24 hours, well, I put the patch on, and when I met you, and I kept it on because she said 12 hours on, 12 off. And when I got out of bed the next morning, I sprang out of bed, and I didn't take note to it until later. I thought, I'm walking, I'm not dragging. I don't have my crutch. I don't need my crutch. And so it's been great since that point. And I haven't needed it since then.
Wow. And Melva, I remember when I first met you, you could hardly get in to sit down. You were, it was so hard for you to walk, but you also had some other things that were going on, other than just being sluggish. When you sat down beside me, your eyes, it looked like you were crying. How is that situation? And tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, God, yes. I want to say that it was due to allergies, and sometimes I have a light sensitivity, but that was more allergy when you saw me, and my eyes would just run all the time, just water, to the point that people would think that I was crying. I mean, it was just profuse, and I haven't had that happen any longer. And I'm surprised.
I remember sitting down beside you, and I looked over and I thought, oh my goodness, something's happened. She's crying. And you said to me, don't worry, my eyes always just run like this. I had never seen anything like it. So now
Yes.
that's, the eyes have cleared up.
Yes, yes.
And also you said to me, you're sleeping better. Tell us a little bit about that, and also something with your blood pressure.
Yes, yes, I do sleep better. Here's what I noticed is that I was constantly, and this is why I wasn't sleeping, because I was constantly getting up every hour on the hour, making a trip to the bathroom. And once I started using the patches, I noticed that maybe I got up twice, and through the night. So then that allowed me to sleep better.
Wow, that's incredible. Because I think you
It
also
really is.
you mentioned to me that now you get up in the morning early, where before, because you didn't get sleep.
Oh, yes, yes. I wake up, and I have to make myself go back to sleep because I wake up so early. And I was not accustomed to doing that because prior, and I think that goes into the fact that I was very tired and lethargic all the time, but I would sleep until 2 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And so at this point, I can even go to bed later, like maybe 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock sometimes if I'm, reading or really researching into something that's interesting. And I can go to bed late and I still get up early. And if I sound like overly excited, it's because I am. I really am. I'm amazed at the turnaround that I have experienced.
Oh my goodness, Linnell, this is so exciting. And from where you were, that was back, let's see, in March, the 1st of March, I seen you. So that was only a couple months and you had a lot going
Yes,
on. And
yes.
you're sleeping better, your eyesight's improving. You told me the watering in your eyes has stopped literally. Your pain, the joints, being able to walk without a crutch anymore. It's just fantastic. And it's another reason why we love sharing our patches. Is there any last words that you would like to tell us all?
No, not anything that I can think of for myself, but I very, very strongly recommend to anyone that's having an issue. These patches are just like a miracle,
I remember
and I love it.
when I spoke to you a couple days ago, you said, I loved it. You said, I call it the 9/11 patch. It will go to the highest priority of whatever it needs first.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes, it does.
Linnell, I want to just thank you so much for coming on and sharing, because I know you've inspired many people. And I look forward to talking to you again in 90 days and update it and just see what else is going on, because I know you have a lot of things physically and with your health. So thank you so much for sharing.